Spring is the season of cleansing. All you have to do is look at nature around you. It's the time period when the cosmos is telling us to flush out our system and begin anew. It's the time of rebirth. Greetings everybody, welcome to Inner Technology. Today we're going to talk about true nutrition and a couple of very important aspects of nutrition that most doctors and of course most of us overlook when dealing with our wellness, our overall well-being. First, can you guess the number one organ that is overworked and overlooked when dealing with nutritional health? And the overworking of this organ is causing millions of cases of chronic illness. I'll give you a hint. It's the only organ in the body that can actually regenerate itself. And some people, like my Aunt Mary, used to cook it with onions. I'm talking about the liver, of course. Cutting-edge research by Dr. Thomas Janessy, a European doctor, is showing that we are neglecting the health of our liver at a great cost. And this neglect is causing major deficiencies in our immune system and our ability to absorb our food. There are two components to true nutrition that we need to be aware of. Number one is absorption. We need to understand the importance of being able to absorb the vitamins and the minerals that we take in. We can take vitamins and minerals, the proper ones, all day long. But if we're only absorbing 5 to 10% of the nutrients of them, which is the average from oral ingestion of nutrients, then we're wasting a lot of time and money. So it's the bioavailability, which is the ability of the enzymes in our stomach to break down that food and to get the nutrients to the blood. This is absorption. And of course, the liver has everything to do with this, along with the pancreas and the kidneys. Number two, timing. When we take our vitamins and minerals, or when we eat certain meals, has everything to do with our ability to absorb those nutrients from that food. A lot of us are taking vitamin B complex and vitamin E and selenium or whatever we're taking, and we're not taking into account the importance of our circadian rhythms. What are our circadian rhythms? They are biological rhythms that occur for each one of us around the clock in a cyclical fashion that actually have a lot to do with the strength and the vitality and the functioning and the activation of a certain organ at a certain time of day. For example, the liver is very active around 1 to 3 in the morning. The lungs are very active around 4 to 6 in the morning. The pancreas is very active around 10 a.m. to about noon. So this is the best time when you should be eating your proteins and taking in a lot of your vitamins and minerals. So our circadian rhythms are crucial when it comes down to being able to absorb proper nutrients. And of course, our liver is crucial. And the fact that the liver is being overworked, that is being polluted with heavy metals and toxins and chemicals from our food and our environment, we need to be able to clean the liver out and revitalize and strengthen the liver. We also need to be able to clean and flush out the pancreas, the kidneys, and the colon. Which leads me to the Inner Technology protocol for nutrition that begins with cleansing. Cleansing or detox isn't just a matter of flushing excessive food or waste down through the system. It's a matter of approaching your digestive organs in the proper order so that you can expel everything that you need to get rid of as far as waste products in your digestive tract. Cleansing once in a while is crucial to our overall health. Not only our emotional health and our mental stability, but the functioning of our organs and our system being able to fend off viruses and bacteria and to deal with the environmental stressors that are around us every day. In order to cleanse properly, again, we have to come back to timing. We have to come back to the circadian rhythms and understanding how the different organs in our digestive tract, starting with our tongue, how they all function together. Within the timing of cleansing, there's 3 major angles that we can take towards approaching cleaning our system. The first one is called pooling. Pooling is when you extract the waste material from where it is latched onto or where it has attached itself in your intestinal tract. A lot of pooling is done with citrus, such as grapefruit or lemon, combined with fatty acids or oils. Next is chelating. Chelating has to do with heavy metals. When we want to detox and take heavy metals out of our system, we chelate them. That means we extract the metals from the system through certain minerals so that they're able to flush through. A lot of our systems are laden with heavy metals such as cadmium, arsenic, mercury. The list goes on. These are things that are in toxic amounts within our system, and they affect everything from our blood to our brain functioning. Among other things, something like fresh cilantro could extract many of the heavy metals from your system and flush them out. The final part of the cleansing process is, of course, the flush. Flushing can involve anything from enemas to nutritional shakes to fasting. And all these things can be incorporated or chosen based on the path that you want to take and based on your own intestinal health at the time of your cleansing. Finally, when cleansing, a lymphatic massage is a great bonus. I offer something called a lymphoenergetic massage, where we activate the endocrine system or the glands of your body to push out waste from the top down. I'm going to let you guys in on 2 secrets of cleansing in addition to this that I've found out recently. Number 1 is the use of turpentine, that is natural gums of turpentine, all right? Not the turpentine you get at Home Depot, but this turpentine, the one that comes from the actual tree, immediately and instantly kills parasites, unwanted parasites that are in your system, all the way from the pancreas to the colon. And when used properly, there's a proper way to do this, it is the most powerful and amazing flush that you can experience. Number 2 is enema. Some people shudder at the word enema, but enemas have been used since the days of ancient Egypt, and there's a gentle way to cleanse the system, of course, from the back end, using various herbs or various oils. The type of enema that is used is particular to the needs of the person doing the cleansing. So a coffee enema is going to be different than using something like cloves. But all of them are able to trigger this amazing release that occurs in the colon, where you could visibly see the results. Next is supplying. Supplying involves creating a culture of digestion in your system by the use of probiotics and enzymes, things that will help you absorb your food better after all the waste material has been flushed out. Again, probiotics have to be taken at the right time of day in accordance with our food. Some probiotics are good for the liver and some are good for the pancreas or the kidneys. Supplying also involves enzymes such as E-glutathione, which allows amino acids to make protein in the body. So you need proper enzymes in order to acquire nutrients from your food. And the final phase of our protocol is what I like to call balancing. Balancing, of course, refers to our alkalinity or our pH levels in our gut. Think of pH as a buffer. So your alkalinity allows the acid to do its work and break down your food without overworking our bodies or without causing inflammation in our stomach. In another video, we'll elaborate more on alkalizing your system, but this is the final phase in nutrition. It's sort of creating that diet where you achieve a place of balance. Sure, you're going to experience acidity and from eating too much dairy one day or this or maybe too much meat. But eventually you want to understand the foods and the protocol that you can use to bring that level back so that acidity and inflammation doesn't build up over time. Ultimately, our balanced diet is not based on the food pyramid, but it's based on alkalinity and whether or not we're able to take in the proper foods at the proper time to create a general balance in the gut. We don't want acidity to turn into inflammation in the body because inflammation takes oxygen from our cells. And when our cells are experiencing that hypoxia, what it's called, that's what leads to cancer or sickness. So overall, it's important This third phase is just as important as any of the other two when we talk about maintaining that diet, knowing what foods to eat to bring ourselves back to that nice pH level, even if we get too acidic at a certain point. So guys, if you want to know more about the timing, that is when to take in certain foods, certain vitamins and minerals, get in touch. My email, of course, is techseca23@gmail.com. Visit the website, intertechnology.live. I'll be happy to just talk with you about these things. Set up a lymphoenergetic massage or a cleansing protocol if you think that you're ready for some true nutrition. And remember, cleansing and balancing the system allow us to gain this total appreciation for the food that we're eating, whereas a simple bowl of oatmeal that we take for granted and we just eat every morning could be something of a treasure after breaking a fast or after revamping the system through a cleanse. And so you enjoy your food a lot more sometimes when your system is working well and when you're cleaning yourself out on a routine basis. And so enjoy life, enjoy your food, and enjoy the prospect of being able to gain vitality and satisfaction from eating the foods that you eat. Get in touch, we'll talk more about it. I hope to see you next time on Intertechnology. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing and liking. I really appreciate your support. Peace, be well.